Well, hi.
I was expecting something besides hi at the end of that. That was a really epic. Well,
He almost sounded like funny.
Yeah, it's called misdirection.
Okay.
Yeah, it works. It's a part of comedy.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
you
comedy?
guys. I'll teach you guys at some point.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. By the way, it's thank you very much. Thank you. I'm Paul Fletcher.
Thank you. I'm Eric Perkins.
I'm just waiting for Eric to interrupt me. I'm Ellie Mark. Oh my gosh, I got through my introduction without being interrupted by Perk.
Yes.
Let's go.
It's all about self-improvement, Ellie. It's
Build
all
on
about
that.
trying to be a better person every day.
Okay, but the thing is, I already said let's go, and you kept talking, so you ruined it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go indeed. Time for ranks. This is episode 54. Coming up, yummiest frozen treat and greatest bachelorette. But first, best Taylor Swift era.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Very, very, you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
'Tis the season. It's hot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still hot. What better way to cool off than a frozen treat? A delectable delight that you find in your freezer and that just brings you happiness.
Well, how about the music of the ice cream truck coming around to your neighborhood?
You
Yeah.
know, my
my
favorite
goodness.
is having a frozen treat, but having it at like a pool. Like when you go to your local community pool or whatever, and then they have like the stand, and
What?
oh, it's my favorite.
That doesn't ring a bell to me at all.
Oh.
I thought for sure she was going to say having a frozen treat with booze in it. I thought for sure that's where she
Not
was
wrong.
going.
There's definitely going to be frozen boozy treats at my wedding.
Oh, yeah. She's
Oh, are
getting
you getting
married.
married?
Yeah, she's getting married.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Okay,
that.
okay,
That's
moving on,
fantastic.
moving on.
That's good for her. That's great.
She's getting
Just
married
a-
by the community pool. Okay, so this is my. Should I go first?
I don't
No,
know.
it's up to
Oh
you.
yeah,
Topic,
that's
you tell
up to me. Yeah, it's up to me. So I'm gonna say Paul goes first this time
Ooh, okay.
because he's got the sweet tooth. He
Yep.
likes.
We'll start it off
You
strong.
want me to start it off with a bang?
well,
with
you
a
just
splash?
you make a splash. You just because you bring the cannonball into the community pool and you make a big splash.
Was that a fat joke?
I definitely took it as one.
Wow. 2 weeks in a
I
row.
know.
She's firing shots.
Well, you're the don't
Even
bring
though
it up.
I
Don't
was
say
the-
was that a
I
fat
was the
joke
subject,
because it
but-
opens the door.
No, I'm the subject, but I'm proud of her.
It's like all of a sudden
She's
the
growing
goalie,
right in
the
front of
goalie
us.
slides too far to the right, and guess where you're going to go, right?
Well, but if he's Marc-Andre Fleury, he gets back.
Okay, anyways, treats.
Oh my God, I have 4. I got to edit on the fly again. I hate this. All right, I'm going to start with a very specific.
Why do you have 4 when you
Yeah,
know?
you
because-
know we only do 3.
It's like, are you calling
Because-
audibles, or what are you doing?
Yeah, because I'm editing on the fly.
Are they like game
I-
time decisions?
Because
or what?
all 4 of them were something that I considered, and I was like, I'll make up my mind when the time comes. And I just made a
that's
clear
weird.
decision.
That's so weird. Just come
my
up with
process. Let me do it how I want to do it.
Okay.
I'm so tired
Why?
of the fighting.
I'm sorry.
Are,
I'm sorry.
are you sorry? I very easily edited one out and went, yeah, that one doesn't belong.
Okay, well
And now
then
we're
just
good.
do that. You don't need
So
to
number-
announce that you did that on the fly.
Exactly.
Now I'm
I-
adding to the fighting. My bad.
I show I am authentic and transparent.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
You're so relatable.
I just want to be seen. Okay? All right, number 3 is a very specific thing because you can get sorbet or sherbet or whatever a million different ways, right?
Sherbet.
However, the Island Way sorbet at Costco, where they actually come in a little
Yes!
shell,
Okay, those are good.
or the oh my god,
really good.
the
Those
only
are
thing
actually-
wrong with that
yeah.
is the serving size is the one box. I think it's like 9 of them. They come 3 of each or something, or 4
Yeah.
of each.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite?
Like, probably the coconut.
Yeah.
The tropical
I like
pina colada.
I like
think it
the
is.
orange one.
All 3 of them are
Yeah.
outstanding.
Okay.
It's just
I was recently introduced to these, and my life has been changed. Yeah. Good
I'll
call.
tell you how sad my life is. We don't have a Costco membership anymore, so I'm not living the island way.
Rip.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Breaking up with Costco.
I know what I'm getting you for your next celebratory moment. I don't know when your birthday is, so I'm just going to say whatever.
Wow.
Good friendship right there.
Number 2 is just a good old-fashioned chip witch. I'm talking the chocolate chip cookies with the ice cream in the middle, but then it has to have the little chocolate chips going around the outside.
Of course it does.
Oh,
Yeah, because that is a proper chip witch.
Do they make
Is
the
it Toll
witches
House?
that don't have
Yeah,
those?
you can
Yes.
get you can get chocolate chip cookies with ice cream in the middle. I don't remember.
They're
what
like a knockoff.
I think it's actually
Yeah,
Kemp's
it's
that
like
does
an
it
ice cream
that way.
cookie. That's just chip witches. That's
The way
a
to
great
go.
call. Great call.
It's a Kemp's witch, I think, technically, in this part of the world.
Brilliant selection, and dare I say, one of the better selections you've made probably in the last couple months.
Ooh.
Well, we've only been doing this about a month, so
With that said, probably one of the best rankings you've had in weeks.
thank you. That means so much more. And number 1, and this is new for me. I never was this guy. I was never a guy that went into 7-Eleven and had to have one of these. I was never a guy, but it's become the staple when I go to movies, an icy.
Oh, classic.
And the only trouble is, do I get blue or red? And that's the biggest decision. Is like,
Do you get them both?
you can, but they kind of wash each other out. It
I like
becomes a
getting both.
purple mess. And you don't really like the cherry flavor, and the red is so good. The blue
Yeah.
raspberry flavor and the blue is so good.
Touche.
You mix the two together, kind of cancels it all out. It just makes it a disaster.
What if
Like a grimace or something.
you added vodka to the icy? That why haven't I thought of this before?
I know. Why have I not? You know, like when I went to Inside Out 2 with my kids, I should have definitely put vodka in my icy. What the hell's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Not everything has to be boozy. lady.
No, but it's fun if it is.
Yeah, sure.
Here's my beef with it. It's the inevitable ice cream headache, kind of frozen back of your throat thing that happens on
I don't get
ices,
that.
and I can never avoid it.
Really?
And it makes it unbearable to where it's almost hard to get through an entire one.
That's fair.
Okay.
I've never had that. In fact, I usually, especially if it's a movie we've seen twice, I go back and get seconds. I go refill it.
All right, yeah.
There's just something amazing that they, like an icy,
Yeah.
icy, ICEE. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
And a cup of ice with flavoring in it, two different things.
Very.
There's something special in that trademark machine that makes it almost like fizzy. It's like,
Yes.
oh, God, it's so good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
getting
Now I'm
excited
craving
now.
one.
Yeah, I'm getting excited right now.
Ellie, you're next.
Ooh. Okay.
I I just won the podcast.
no, I don't think so.
No, those rankings were
You absolutely
bulletproof.
did not. Okay. Number 3, similar to something you said, but a little bit of a twist, is the M&M ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, that's where you lost me already.
Rude. The M&M chocolate chip cookies that make the ice cream
we
sandwich.
get it.
But the thing is, they have the best ice cream in the middle, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like the chocolate chip ones. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like the creaminess of the ice cream that they put in between the M&M cookies is just, it's perfection.
Legitimate
Chef's
take.
kiss.
Legitimate take.
No,
Yes.
it's not, but that's fine.
Rude.
You are allowed your opinion.
It's a good ranking.
And you're
Ellie.
allowed your wrong opinions, okay?
How
Number
can you say
2.
it's you just got on board the Kemp switch or the chip witch, with either whatever you want to call it, and now you're backing this?
Yes.
That's a cheap, bad version of.
No, absolutely not. It is an improved version.
Oh, my God.
All right. Number 2 is specifically the red Dilly bar. I am all for Dilly bars from Dairy Queen. The red one, though, kind of like when you're talking about ices, there's just something special about that flavor that just hits so good. So that is my number 2 frozen treat.
Remember what I said about the serving sizes of the Island Way thingers?
Yeah.
Red Dilly bars are by the box.
Yeah.
I think if we were ranking Dilly bars, butterscotch would be my number 1.
Okay.
Amen.
But in a specific time, that
Discontinued, by the way. Discontinued.
Butterscotch?
Yeah. They don't do that anymore. It's only cherry or chocolate.
Wow. We have shown nothing but love for Dairy Queen
Yeah.
on this show, dating back to episode 1.
Episode 1. Yeah.
This is a giant misstep.
Agreed. I mean,
Dairy
it wasn't,
Queen should be embarrassed.
Yeah. Wasn't my number 1 of the Dilly, but I
But
appreciate
the cherry
it.
is really good.
Yeah.
That cherry's outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah. It just hits the spot.
These are really good rankings.
Thank you.
Well, the first one was three. Three was awful, but
Number 1. First thing that came to mind. Hits the spot every time. I don't even need to be craving one, and I eat it, and it's like 10
frozen
out of 10.
vodka.
That sounds horrible.
Vodka popsicle.
That sounds horrible. 1. 2.
Margarita slushy. Frozen daiquiri.
Are you done?
No. Can I get a Southern Comfort Bomb Pop?
Ew! That sounds disgusting.
I was just thinking of the first booze that came to mind.
Give me a Fat Tuesday slushy, please.
Are we
Okay,
done?
what do you got? What's number 1?
Drumstick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Can't knock that.
Drumstick.
Can't knock
Great
it.
The
ranking.
genius.
That's good.
Thank you.
Gosh, that's good.
Thank you.
I'm not high-fiving you, but it's good. It's good. Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
really good.
That's And here's the best part.
Can't miss on a drumstick.
And
No.
it's the cone is not like crispy too much. It's like kind of like it has a pliability to it that's fascinating.
And
But
then
it's
the
crispy
chocolate,
enough.
It's
the
crispy
chocolate
enough,
at the bottom
and then that
of the
little
cone.
chocolate nugget
Yeah.
of brilliance at the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah. Okay, here's
what a treat.
unless you get a generic one, then it is soft, and those are terrible. The ice cream's bad.
Yeah.
But so here's the question. This, you know what? File this one away for the IG.
'Kay.
Drumstick. This will kind of be more for Minnesota, I guess. But
Mm-hmm.
a Kemp's drumstick versus drumstick.
Ooh.
Because Kemp's kind of wins. Like I love Kemp's. So it like maybe I'm wrong, but that's my only thing is I am a drumstick snob. It has to be Kemp's or drumstick, or I'm out.
All right.
Otherwise, they're generic. They're terrible.
Here's my top 3 frozen treats, and number 3 is something I just had last week, and I don't
Vodka
even know.
popsicle.
I don't even know. Would saying it's orgasmic be appropriate? Is that not okay to say?
I'll allow it.
I mean,
was-
if that happened,
Oh my gosh, bro, this was so good, and I never had. So I've been to Ben and Jerry's so many times.
Okay.
And their salted caramel blondie ice cream. If you've never had it, please rush to your nearest B&J and get.
were you in Wyzetta?
I hate you.
Why? Because I triangulated your exact location.
Did you eat
I
it after going on your Chris Craft?
Yeah, did you go for a ride in your Chris Craft and let yourself out of the moat? Go to Wyzetta Bay
Number
and stop
2.
at Ben and Jerry's?
I'm going with.
I triangulated your coordinates, didn't I? You nailed it.
Number 2, the Choco Taco.
Oh.
Right?
Forgot about this one.
Yeah, so good and really
It's rare.
manageable. Perfect
Yeah.
size, perfect texture, perfect balance of flavors, all sweet, all good. Really needed to be in my top 3.
Absolutely.
Nostalgia kicks in. I'm not going to urinate on your, because you brought up pissing earlier. I'm not going to urinate on your choice. But they get to be a little too, it's like, it's not actual ice cream. It's like
Okay. Yeah.
and so it's just
yeah.
I've had a couple where they were too frozen and they weren't creamy at all, and I went and so it kind of ruined it for me.
Fair.
That said, it's not a tear you down off the mountain. It's just I had a bad one. I couldn't support the ranking.
And number 1, drumstick.
Yes.
Just to every one of Ellie's points spot on 100%.
Brilliant.
And I'm not a big nut guy either.
Oh, really? I heard you were.
He did talk about orgasmic. Come on, guys. We're PG around here.
Let's just move on.
No, I think this is an excellent selection. I have rank envy from you two.
Thanks, Paul.
That's all I can say. I'm harbored by wedge rules. I can't say anything more.
Hey, before we get into the ranks, I just want to tell you how cozy my boys are. I'm talking bamboo boxer briefs from Chill Boys. These undies are incredible. It's almost like you're getting a breeze on them because they're made of lightweight, breathable bamboo. I didn't even know you could do that with underpants. If I would have played Harry Dunn in Dumb and Dumber, I would have been the one saying, "Sheer genius, Lloyd." And I would have been talking about these Chill Boys I'm wearing right now. You can find them on Amazon or chillboys.com. And you know what? We got football right around the corner. They just introduced a new Vikings purple. Think how happy your boys will be in those. You know, I never really cared about what kind of fragrances I had on my body or what I used to wash my body until until Duke Cannon came along. You probably already know that Duke Cannon's the best men's hair products money can buy, but they do soaps and body washes too. I'm currently using a face wash that comes in a black tube and looks super cool, and a body wash called Thick. It smells phenomenal, it gets you clean, and because it's so thick, it lasts forever. There's a lot to choose from, so I encourage you to find your summertime scent at Duke Cannon. Work harder, smell better.
Topic 2. Greatest Bachelorette.
Can I create try to create a visual
Oh gosh.
for this topic?
Sure.
For this
Go for
topic,
it.
The
Go for it.
Bachelorette. Go walk into that wall, okay, and then back up, and then walk into the wall again, and then back up, and then walk into the wall again, and then when your forehead turns red, walk into the wall a couple more times.
Wow, that was so brilliant and hilarious.
I didn't say it was brilliant. It's accurate.
So you like the show?
I mean, okay, so we've discussed this in previous episodes that I watched it when I was younger, kind of grew up with it.
It's a family thing for you.
Yeah, and
Your dad does not sit and watch this.
Correction. Kevin Mark is the man who will pass behind the couch and go, "Oh, you're watching this dumb show again?" And then he turn around 5 minutes later and he's sitting back there with his whiskey sipping on it. He's like, "I'm not watching," but he's totally watching it. Granted, it's been several years since I lived at home and he last did that. And I do think the franchise has taken a bit of a dip.
Is that possible?
It goes lower than rock bottom. Who knew?
Wow. They're inventing new lows in television. That's exciting.
But there is still quite the large following of Bachelor Nation. And I think we need to respect that by paying tribute to the best.
Respect's not the right word.
Let her finish.
Okay. Interruption king of the world.
I would like to say thank you, but I feel like you don't get to tell him to do that.
You are the Leonardo DiCaprio on the front of the Titanic of interruptions. Good Lord.
My heart will. Anyways, so the greatest Bachelorettes. You know, you're giving it so much crap. I'm just curious what you have to say. You need to go first. Your top
God.
3.
Can I? This is how I'm going to do this ranking.
Okay.
Number 3, JoJo Fletcher, because the last name is the same as mine. Number 2, Caitlin Bristow, because I've only chick's face I've ever recognized. And number 1 is Michelle Young, because she's from Minnesota. Those are my 3.
Solid choices. That was really fast.
I have nothing else to give to you on this topic.
Okay. I appreciate your ability to even rank them because I know how much you hate the show.
Yeah,
frankly, those are honestly top 3 solid choices. Well,
I don't F around.
This is true.
Even if it's something I have disdain for, I'm still going to accurately make rankings, and I stand by the 3. I couldn't pick them out in the lineup. If JoJo Fletcher was standing next to Dumbo, I wouldn't know who she is.
She's married to Aaron Rodgers' brother.
Makes her even more irrelevant in my world.
Wow. Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is a waste.
Perk, your turn.
All right. Top 3 greatest bachelorettes of all time.
And you can actually talk about them.
Of all time. Okay.
You don't have to, though.
Number 3, Andy, season 10. Number
Yeah.
2, Gabby, season 19. Number 1, Katie, season 17.
Any logic behind your 3?
Not really.
Oh my gosh, you guys! You're not reaching such a large part of our potential podcast pool.
Can I back him up?
Yes, can you please back them up?
Andy,
you don't have to.
Andy from season 10.
Yeah.
I just looked at photos and she was hot.
You know who she kind of looks like? Princess Jasmine.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably what got
Which
me.
is his celebrity cartoon crush.
Cartoon crush, yeah.
Yeah.
Never copped to an animated crush. That was
Episode
a title.
2?
Number 2, and I like this because she was pitted against another Bachelorette, and that's Gabby, and she was against Rachel in that season.
Oof.
And Gabby, I just liked so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought she was fantastic.
Did you actually watch a little bit of it?
I did. Yeah.
And she was. I mean, she definitely came out on top between the two because Rachel just kept going like, they don't like me, they like Gabby.
Exactly.
And Gabby was like, hey, like, let's try this. And then when roles were reversed, Gabby didn't cry. She was like, yeah, this sucks, but like, hey, that's what happened.
Yeah,
we signed up for this.
And
I was like,
shaking out this season.
And did you know?
Yeah.
I know we're past Pride Month, but Gabby has recently come out. She's in a relationship with, I believe they identify as a woman. I'm not entirely sure, but has since come around and been like, we should just love whoever we want to love. So happy belated Pride. Shout out to Gabby for finding her happiness. And number 1 is
Those are words I can actually support.
thank you.
And number 1, Katie, because I read about this season and I have vague remembrances of it, but I do remember Katie, and what I love to learn upon further reflection is that she actually ended filming a week early because she already had her mind made up. It was already dialed in. She's like, screw this, we're done. I'm in. And yeah, so Katie, I just love the sort of like mic drop attitude of her, and so for that, she's my number 1.
Yep. And I think with Katie too, one thing I loved about her when she was, I can't remember whose season she was on, but she was a G. And she was level-headed, and she was cool. So when she became the Bachelorette, it was like, hey.
What's a G? Is that a girl?
Like, I actually don't know what it stands for.
Huh. Maybe you shouldn't use it then.
Ellie, I think it's gangsta.
Well, there you go. She was great. She was a great.
She was a great?
Yep.
I think that's totally how it was meant to be.
That's another
for
G.
sure. Yeah, she's a G.
She's a D.
She's a G, right. Okay. Give us the actual ranking.
All right, the actual rankings, and I'm curious to hear what other people have to say about this, so please let us know at
Reach out.
ReviewPod
Reach
or
out and
at
give
Miss
Ellie
Ellie
some-
Mark, because neither of them seem to care about it all
Give
that much.
Ellie some support on
Yes.
this. She's on an island right now.
My number 3
Was
is...
there a Bachelorette Island ever?
No.
'Cause you're on
Bachelor.
it.
Well, there's Bachelor in
Bachelorettes
Paradise.
in Paradise?
Best show ever. So good.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Definitely.
number 3.
Better than Love is Blind?
Oh no! Don't get me started on that.
On Love is Blind?
So,
Like, are you a hater?
I'm not a hater. I just think that they're ruining people's lives
Okay.
unnecessarily.
I will say this, though. If we rank TV shows, it'd go The Office, Seinfeld, Bachelorette in Paradise. For sure.
It's not
With a
even
bullet.
Bachelorette in Paradise. It's Bachelor in
Okay.
Paradise.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that would be number 1.
Have
with
you
a
seen
bullet.
Love is Blind?
No, but I've heard it's interesting.
Any vehicle for Nick Lachey is... Okay, go ahead.
Number 3. Ashley Hebert, or it might be Hebert. I don't remember, but she was
It's
way
Hebert.
back.
It's Hebert.
Could be Hey Bear.
She was back in like 2011, and I always really liked her. And she ended up with this guy named JJ. They had a televised wedding in 2012. Unfortunately, they split in 2020 after having a couple
wow.
kids.
But
But
they went 8 years.
yeah. I mean, like
I
they
thought
were,
for sure you were going to say they split in 2013.
yeah, right. Because I mean,
They got married
honestly,
in December and they split in February.
right? And most of them do, unfortunately, but
'cause
not
it's a
in this
joke.
situation.
Yeah.
So I've always
Wow.
really liked her. They came back. They always seemed really cool and really in love. And I was sad to hear that they split, but alas, that's what happened.
Sucky Suckerson.
My number 2, she was actually a fill-in for a Bachelorette who was like, I picked this guy, he's the one, and they broke up 3 months later. Tayshia Adams came in halfway through the season and picked up where this other girl, Claire, left off. And I was
Did Claire have a
super-
vomiting problem?
I had a
You
problem.
vomited watching her.
Yeah.
Got it.
Tayshia.
Taiyasha.
No.
right?
Queen. She's a queen.
Tayyshia.
Okay, I knew there was an I in there. See, I paid attention. I did my research.
No, she was so fantastic. Unfortunately, again, ended up
She's
in
like a
breakup.
closer in baseball.
Yep. But
Yeah.
she ended up in a breakup, but they were in a relationship for a while. She continues to come back with Caitlin Bristow.
Yeah.
And I think she's really cool. I won't say G again because apparently I didn't know what that meant.
She started in a relationship and it turns into a relationship.
I thought we weren't swearing, but yes,
We have from time to time.
with a bleep.
You have.
Yeah, you have.
I
We
have
have
not.
not.
You said piss your pants, though. That's awful.
One time he swore. Do you
Unbelievable you said
remember?
that.
He
Yeah.
did swear one
Yeah,
time.
it was awesome.
I'm sorry.
when he
Anyways,
swore.
Piss is a swear word?
I don't know.
no,
Oh.
it is not. No. Number
No, but when
one.
you did swear, though, that was awesome.
I do remember. And it was about something I said.
I'm
It was
going
really
to do
funny.
my Chris Farley. Remember that? Remember that time when you swore? That was awesome. All right, go ahead.
Number one has actually been mentioned on your list. Joel Fletcher.
What up, yo?
Yeah. No, and she's still
Think I
in a
don't know?
relationship. They ended up, so they got engaged and then they didn't get married for like ever because they were like, hey, we actually just met. let's figure out if we want to get married.
What
They got
a
married
concept.
I know, right? They got married only a couple years ago. But she was amazing. She was an incredible bachelorette. She was great when she was on the season competing too and totally getting played over by the bachelor she was with. And I will forever be a Joelle fan.
All right, that was a good topic.
Okay, I
Wow.
guess. Moving on.
That was
Wow.
a good topic.
You just did her dirty, bro.
No, I didn't. How's that dirty?
Bro,
How's that dirty?
you know what you did.
You know what
I
you
said it was a good topic. So misunderstood.
This is Rank You Very Much. Rank You!
All right, this is where you chime in. Thank you so much for your submissions on
click.
social media at RankYouPod. This or that. And this time around, what are our options?
Now, this is the most perk this or that we have ever had.
I did come up with this one.
Yeah.
Red or blue?
My 7-year-old would have an opinion, a strong opinion here.
Yeah.
My 11-year-old would probably side with Red simply because there's a Taylor album named Red.
And fair.
But the
Fair.
7-year-old, all about blue. Everything's got to be blue, which is odd, right? I mean, do little girls generally
Yeah.
obsess with blue?
I went through that phase. I had
did.
blue hair at one point. So,
She has blue hair right now.
yeah. See?
It's tealish.
Yes,
but it's
mine
blue.
was teal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
a thing.
She looks like a little freaking pixie or
One of my
Sprite or
girls
something.
love pink, which is obviously
derivative of red.
Derivative of red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a watered down version of red. Yeah.
Now,
Right.
I got to say, with our votes, there was one color that was in the lead the whole time.
Yeah, I remember that.
And one came around and just smacked down.
It did
Took
like
a
a-
heavy lead.
It did a ring around the rosy or something.
Coming from, I don't want to say.
Like a boomerang kind of thing?
Yeah, I don't know. It came from around the little
Yeah.
it flanked.
Like a
It
blind
flanked-
side
Flanked
almost.
to the outside,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
65% of y'all said blue.
Okay, good. Everything's right with the world. The 7-year-old isn't
I'm-
going to revolt.
I gotta say, I'm a little torn between the two. Red is my power color, Taylor Swift
Oh, boy.
album.
Yeah.
But blue, I mean,
It's blue. Blue is
blue.
royal, you know? I don't know if you guys knew this. I did a little research on this. Red and blue make purple.
But also, red and blue are always pitted against each other. I mean, like
Yeah.
Coke, Pepsi, Blues Clues, Clifford. I mean, it just goes on and on.
oh wow, Target, Walmart,
Exactly.
Republicans, Democrats.
Now
Wow.
they are
Red pill, blue pill.
eternal enemies. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't even think of that. They
Me
are.
neither.
It's a
They're
deep
probably
to-
the
it's-
longest.
See, mock me
running-
for my simplicity, but it goes deep.
You know what?
I've
I
always
respect
known that you're
that.
deep.
Topic 3. Best Taylor Swift Era.
All right, I guess it's me. We wrap up 54 with, I mean, we've gone, 3 weeks without talking about Taylor Swift? What is happening?
I know.
Good
I'm
Lord.
deprived.
I know, right? Okay, so this one's, we've done a couple of different Taylor topics over the course of the show.
Okay.
We had to come up with a different angle. So this one is Best Taylor Swift Era. Now, what does that mean exactly? It means if you go to the Eras Tour to see the show, which era plays best in front of a live audience of 60,000 in most cases?
Yeah.
60,000 people, think of that.
I tried
Okay.
to get tickets I even tried to get tickets in other cities, and it's impossible. It is impossible. So,
Ticketing, I'm in a quick soapbox tangent. Ticketing in this country needs to change. It's
yes.
that simple.
We cannot have resale and done with it.
If you wanted to see, people were going to see her in Paris. I don't know if you saw this on the Today Show months ago. People were going to see her in Paris because it was cheaper to fly over there, get tickets, and go to that show than it was to see her here in the United States.
I believe it because it's so messed up.
You know what? You go first.
Ooh.
You shouldn't, but let's flip everything on its ear.
I
You
like
should
it.
go last.
I like it.
But let's have
Okay,
you set the
so
tone.
I had a completely different lineup here before we got the clarification that this was about the concert specifically and the tour and everything that was happening in terms of display with the eras. So I just needed to make that clear. My number 3 has to be Reputation. The way that came across, the delicate where she steps on the floor and it all cracks, her snake
The snake,
costume.
yes.
Oh my gosh. The transitions in Reputation alone, honestly, probably deserves to be higher up on my list. But
You know
alas,
what?
here we are. Oh,
That's how angry I am that I left out Reputation. You've made a very good case.
thank you. Wow.
You're absolutely right.
I
I
was-
didn't even think of it.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm
Oh,
actually
I
shocked.
didn't.
You actually
Like,
went to the concert.
Musically, I don't love that album as much.
Right,
And
right,
So I just
me
didn't
too.
even think of it. But you're
Me
right.
too.
Playing it live, it's fantastic.
Yep.
God, I suck at this. All right, next.
Why'd you save me?
Because I suck.
Or didn't?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I shouldn't even
Number
probably talk.
2. I got to say, it was the best way to round out the show. Midnights. The variety within it, the energy, the excitement. It was incredible how it all came together. And not only is it the final, well, this was before Poets.
TTPD.
Yeah. But I think it was just absolutely wonderful way to end the show, the energy, like I said, everything.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I agree.
Now, my number 1, cannot believe this is my number 1 because it is not at all.
Oh, God. Brace yourself. Okay.
It is not at all what I would have expected to pick. Everyone said it wasn't going to do well in a stadium tour, but it was fantastic the way they did it.
Can I guess?
Sure.
Folklore.
Yeah. Folklore. Folklore was incredible.
The house with the moss and
the
yeah,
house,
absolutely.
the dancing,
The detail.
oh my gosh, it was stunning.
Is that the part with the table too, where she's crawling across the table with the dude?
That's Evermore.
Okay.
Wrong one.
Similar.
Yes. Similar vibes, but they made it its own thing. And I
Still
was
pandemic era.
Yeah. I was blown away by
Wow.
how good this was delivered for a stadium tour because it's not a stadium tour type album.
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
at all. It's not that type of
Folky
era.
singer-songwriter
It's supposed to be
roots.
done, like in a small uptown theater, right? Not in the freaking US Bank Stadium here.
Freaking.
Oh God.
The performance of Betty was
Yes.
immaculate.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then my
Concur.
mom, I can't think of the house song, not the one where she's on the house, not the one, but the Holiday House. The way they did that one was so fun to watch.
Intricate, super intricate.
It was
and-
beautiful.
yeah.
It was well done.
Perkins.
Okay.
Oh no. Stop with the
You
rolling of
stop
the
with
R.
Okay. Stop with the stopping.
Number 3,
Yeah. I'm ready for it.
Midnights.
Oh, okay.
I just
It made it.
when Bejeweled happened,
Yes.
just what a glorious unifying moment.
Yeppers.
In that setting. Just played.
Same with Vigilante.
So, oh my gosh. Midnights.
Did you get to go to it too?
I did not. 3 people in my family did.
Okay.
I was not able to go, but I was taken to the big screen.
Yes.
And saw
Yep.
it,
I went the first night that it was on.
Unreal.
So
Unreal.
good.
I found myself in absolute joy watching the film,
Mm-hmm.
and then but also just a great deal of envy in the sense that then I realized what I missed.
Yep.
You know what? Quick tangent off that is that we took the girls, of course, to see it in the theater, even though we went and saw it live. And I just said to them, I'm like, girls, it's 3 hours of a show I've already seen.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy's tired. If I take a nap, leave me alone.
Yep.
Didn't even think about going to sleep.
No.
So good.
So good.
Yep. Well done.
Okay. And then number 2, and this is a lot of this has to do with bias, and how much I love the album itself, and that anything even associated with this album makes me just love it, and that's Red, and so that would be my choice for number 2.
Can't argue. Can't argue there.
Really?
So good.
I can't argue there.
So
I
good.
can.
like it. Okay, go.
Red-
Do it.
I think I may have said this in the past, but Red is, I wouldn't say, I don't know if I can commit to it being my number 1 of all time, but like definitely the one that I listen to the most and I really connect with. I was really disappointed with how it came across in the tour,
Wow.
Okay.
personally.
Fair enough. I mean,
Personally.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I guess.
And number 1, Reputation. I was,
Nailed it.
Every song that she performed as part of that was just jaw dropping. Like the backup dancers, the choreography, the stage design, the way she delivered it, the outfits were. It was just like, oh my gosh! It was just, it set the tone for like it took the concert, which was already amazing, and it just took it to another stratosphere.
Absolutely
A
incredible.
long ways to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of rocket fuel. I've already admitted I slept on Reputation for sure. I'm doing it again.
No.
I'm struggling.
Pick 4.
Yeah.
Why
I
do you
always-
keep doing this to
I don't.
yourself?
We've done a bunch of topics, and I've done it twice. Calm down.
Haven't you done it 3
He's
times
reading the
today?
defense. He's adjusting his based on what we said. I don't
No.
like it. I don't like it.
No, I don't want you to see this. I'll do a screen cap right now. I narrowed it down to 3 before we started, and you'll
Okay.
see the evidence will show in Exhibit A that I just screen capped that you saw me. I haven't been editing it.
Okay.
I edited it before we started.
Okay.
Okay.
I just don't feel great about it. That's all.
Okay.
Gosh, get off my back. Number 3 is red. Okay? And it's almost simply because of 22.
No.
Oh, really? And my daughter Elsie loves 22 so much.
so good.
And she comes out in that little outfit with her hat on and her t-shirt that has the stuff on it, and
A lot going
that
on at the
I mean,
moment.
and as I've illustrated before, All Too Well has just become like it's climbed my personal charts,
Yeah.
and so it's almost all based. The visuals on this era are not fantastic, but the music is so great.
I know.
And so
I
that's
know.
why I fall back on that. Number 2 for me is my favorite album of all time, 1989. I mean, the cheerleading set with Shake It Off is great, but my Blank Space is where it really soars, where she's
Yeah.
destroying the car from the video, and everybody's got light up golf clubs, and they've got the bikes that are all lit up too, and is that no? What's the glass cases? Is that Reputation?
No, that's
she's-
1989.
Which song is that? When they're all the different Taylors
I
are.
know.
No, I think that's Look What You Made Me Do.
Oh,
yeah. So never mind.
yep,
never mind.
that is.
But that's
Rewind.
another reason it empowers your guys' choice, because that is maybe the high point of the whole show. I totally blew it on Reputation, but
Shake It
I'm
Off.
got to stand.
You're thinking
No, it's
Shake It Off when she has boxes of herself.
Maybe. But 1989 is, again, the visuals are great. Nothing specific stands out to me, but I love those songs so much. But the number 1 is all on visuals. And especially when this is how she kicks off the show. And Lover, though, is just
Stunning.
so, I mean, it's all my pictures that I've held on to. So what I do is I'm like a photographer mind. When I go to a show like this, I just have my phone, but I shoot and I shoot and I shoot and I shoot and I shoot, and then I get home to bed, and while I'm playing back the show in my head, I just delete stuff that doesn't matter. And almost all of the photos that I've held on to are from Lover. And Lover is the 7-year-old in my, like 22 is the one that makes me think of the 11-year-old. Lover's the one that makes me think of the 7-year-old. And the way that the man plays live almost by itself is... I love that song so much for what it stands for and for what it says, and it plays great. And the visuals again of Lover are outstanding. So I'm not angry about it, but I'm shocked that neither of you had Lover in your top 3 somewhere.
It was hard. It was hard to pick a top 3.
They're all pretty great.
Yeah, me saying that I was disappointed in Red is like saying that The Office is not funny or something.
Well, I mean, you also picked Blue over Red, so we know where you stand. By the way, what it makes me it begs the question: what's our next Taylor topic? Because this is just this is
figure it out.
ad nauseum. It's just not stopping. It just perpetuates on and on and on. And
Did you know that we're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at RankYouPod?
it's now
And
X.
also, we're over. It's done. Oh, okay.
Oh, bye.
Rank you very much. Original theme created by Walk Off the Earth. Interact with the show on social media at Rank You Pod. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.